race. After the race was done, I got a personal record at that race, and I was really happy about that. And then I did some video recording, got something to eat, and then I headed home. I sat down at home, and I was just about to start editing this video that I had recorded for somebody's wedding the day before. Turned on the computer, and then I got this call. Are you Mark Agboka? I'm like, yes. We've been trying to get in touch with Lorna to tell her that Ebenezer has passed away, such and such, 2:24 p.m. And we need you to come in and identify the body. I'm so sorry for your loss. So the feeling that I had from that was maybe within the denial phase, because I didn't have some big cry. I didn't feel particularly sad. I felt sad in a way, but I didn't bust out into tears or anything like that. I was just like, man. Honestly, the first thought that came to my mind was probably, what is my mom gonna do? You know, I was worried about my mom because she didn't know yet. And then I'm like, here I am again, stuck in this position of having to be the first one to know this news. And having to be the one to call her and call my sister and deliver this news. It's not a pleasant place to be. However, I've learned over the years that God has equipped me for these times. Even though I don't feel like I'm all that strong, I am. And time and different tests have proven that. So I gave my mom a call. She wasn't up. And then I texted her, call me right away. So, because I would rather that I have been the one to talk to her than for her to get this in her message. So I ended up reaching her. And I was like, where are you? And she said she's coming back from, I think, grocery shopping or something. So I said to her, the doctor called me and said that Dad passed away 2:24 p.m. She was bawling. She was bawling. So I said to her, just come home. I'll meet you home. And then when you get home, we can head over there and we can spend as much time as you want over there, and then we can go home. So we went over there, we saw him. A part of me felt like at peace because of how much he was suffering, but I was sad at the same time. I was sad at the same time. But the grief hadn't fully hit me yet at that point in time. So then we had this whole thing where with the African culture, he wasn't going to be buried right away. We were gonna have a month before he got buried. So it was kind of this eerie, weird feeling of like he's gone and I've seen him, but we still have to go through a whole process of planning, talking to family and friends, and going through the ceremony itself and the burial, which are all unpleasant things to do, but here we were. So we got to that point in time, and it still felt surreal. 3 months later, I think that it is just now really starting to settle in. And at times it makes it difficult for me to function. And it makes me difficult to have it gives me difficulty in finding the energy to do different things on a day to day, especially things if they're not things that I really feel good or passionate about or things that don't really make me feel happy. Those things have been particularly hard to do. But I understand what people say when they're like, it doesn't really get better. You just kind of start to adjust to the change. And I believe that's just the way it is. I think that losing a parent or losing any close loved one is never going to feel normal for anyone. You just adjust to it over time and figure out how to live this new life without them in it. I remember when I lost my grandfather at 9, as it was before. And I think about his life and the life that he lived and the type of man that he was. And all that makes me feel that he lived a good life. It was long. He was, I think, 87. And, it was his time to go. It's a little harder being a parent, and it's a little harder being a parent that had something that took them up earlier than expected. But it's the same concept. It's the same concept. And I feel like eventually I will bounce back similarly. It's still early and it's still raw. But as you can see, I have kept moving. I keep going. I've been trying to put meaningful things onto my plate since then. Because I'm like, when I do things that are meaningful, it makes me feel a lot better. It makes me feel a lot happier. It makes me feel like I'm feeling a little bit of that void. And specifically when I think about him, I think about all the things that he did with his life, which was many, many things. And I know that at least in the days that he was well, he didn't leave anything on the table. It's like whatever it is that I want to do, I'm gonna work on it, I'm gonna accomplish it, and I'm gonna get that done. So that's just a little bit of an update of where I'm at. I have my ups and downs. Now is kind of a low period, kind of in the middle, but I'm getting there, y'all. I'm getting there. A reminder again, please sign up for my Mindful Reality page where I'm going to be covering all of my mental health, what's it called? Reality TV content. This page, I'm going to continue forward with my mental health content. Now they're going to be two separate things. But thank you all for joining. And I hope everyone has a great day. And I'll talk to you again soon.